is not a nicety. It's not something nice to have for black folk. It is now an absolute necessity. If you do not get reparations soon, black folk, as I told you before, are through. Reparation is not a nicety, it's a necessity.
What are the conditions? What are the conditions that precipitated black folk getting into this dilemma? And what black labor, white wealth did, it tracked 800 years of history in very systematic terms to show you every strategy, every technique, every law, every public custom, and every public policy that was used to enslave black folk around the world and to maldistribute almost 100% of all this nation's wealth, power, resource, privileges, businesses, and controls of all levels of government into the hands of the dominant white society. And what slavery and Jim Crow segregation did with black folk, it intentionally maldistributed all the resources away from black folk and created a real-life monopoly game. Black folk in America are playing in a real-life monopoly game that you're totally ill-prepared to play and win.
Peace, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy, Black Star. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Please hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. And if you already subscribed, I appreciate all the love and support from y'all. Let's get into it because I want to. This is a issue that I've been wanting to talk about for a little bit. And it's funny how this all just kind of came together, right? So I was watching Brother Ben X the other day, and I seen a video where this young woman was speaking on Minister Louis Farrakhan and, you know, the Million Man March and the money, where'd the money go and all this other stuff. And I was just like, yo, why do we always pocket watch everybody, right? Every time it comes to one of our quote unquote leaders, because again, this was happening with Polite before the whole situation had happened. Like when Polite had first went from New York to California, man, people was but look, you all materialistic and all this other stuff. Like, bro, we constantly, same with Tariq Nasheed, people constantly act like he's an opportunist and this, that, and the third. So it's almost like the leaders have to be broke. I've never seen anybody really talk about Billy Carson. And this was one of the things I seen earlier today where I was just like, damn, I'm about to do a video on this. Like, bro, this is just crazy. Because somebody was talking about him and his money and what he should be doing with his money. Like, bro, we got to get off that pocket watch stuff. That shit is sad. And it's sad because we have so many people with money in our community, right, who aren't pro-black, right, who aren't doing anything for the community and this, that, and the third. But it seems like when it comes to people who are, you know, well-known, you know, from YouTube or whatever they're known from, because some people are, you know, in the community is known from outside of YouTube, but it just seems like the moment they start getting some money, like if they've been talking pro-black and then, you know, they start, you know, picking up momentum and they start, you know, what you call that? When they pick up momentum and they wind up, you know, capitalizing off the momentum financially, yo, our people get crazy. They get weird as hell of everybody's stealing, everybody's a scammer, everybody's an opportunist, and it's almost like y'all want them to just be at a normal level. You feel what I'm saying? It's almost like our people get scared when one of our people start to make money or something. I don't know. But I want to show y'all a couple videos. They're going to be short clips, but I want to show y'all a couple videos. First is the one with Brother Ben X and his sister, she's from New York, but she lives in Atlanta. I want y'all to hear this because I just thought this was like crazy. But here, let me
podcast and show y'all thoughts as well. But we're gonna get started with the video. I'm gonna let y'all see the video for yourself first, so y'all not just taking my word for it. Here's the video right here.
And Farrakhan, while you sit here speaking, let's bring the Million Man March back. But better yet, let me tell you how to fix it and make it more effective. Let's go out in droves the same way I did when George Floyd died, and we have everybody banding together with Black Lives Matter. But this time, when it's 5 million or 6 million coming together, every single person, I don't care if it's a child, it's 5 years old, it was a 10-year-old, 15-year-old, a 30-year-old, 50-year-old, every person bring $1. You know what that's going to be every time we do these Million Man Marches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 million, depending on how many millions show up, and build our own damn community. That's a start. Farrakhan, since you got all this power and your whole system is working over there, let's put it all together. Action, not words.
And I'm actually wondering where that come from, because it's a lot of people just kind of come. She said she did that video in November, but it's just a lot of people, you know, starting to come out of nowhere and just kind of attack you know, things that people were doing or are doing, because she started in this other clip that I'm going to show y'all in a minute. She was actually talking about the finances, but I want to show y'all his response, which I was thinking in the first place, especially because that's a good idea offhand. Let's go get a million, 8 million, 10 million, all 60 million people from the Black community, and we all put up $1 and this, that, and the third. That sounds good off hindsight, but this is what's really going to happen. And I thought this when I first heard her say that. It's the first thing that went through my mind, but
executed. How much of what he said have me and my family executed? How much of what he said have me, my family, and my community actually executed before I try to blame him and give him some suggestions on what could be better? See, there's a reason, it's just me, I'm just giving my opinion first and then we're going to move forward. But to me, there's a reason why it's hard for us to come together and everybody bring $1. Everybody bring $5. Can we be honest real quick? Can we be honest real quick and say that we got trust issues?
absolutely.
Can we be honest real quick and let's just keep it 100? That means somebody got to manage that money. We can't have 1 million people managing $1 each. Somebody got to be responsible for managing it. Can we be honest and keep it real and know that when something like that happens, we're going to have thousands of Black people on YouTube talking about, yeah, I don't know what them niggas probably going to do something with the money. Yeah, them niggas scamming y'all. Man, I can't believe y'all niggas giving them their money. Can we keep it real and act like that the issue for the reason why we can't even bring $1 each or $5 each starts with the mind, starts with something mental and spiritual.
Now, and it's funny too, because I want to get to this other one. And it's funny too, because that's exactly how it goes, right? That's exactly how it's going to go. And we all know it because that's exactly the same things I was saying right before this video. I even showed that video, which is, you know, everybody's an opportunist, everybody's a stealer, everybody's a thief, because the moment it comes to people in our community that have influence, and we know that it's definitely a lot of COINTELPRO stuff going on right now. Not saying that this sister is COINTELPRO, I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying that it's definitely been a lot of fishy stuff going on, especially with all the people in our community that have influence and have money at the same time. Because it's one thing to have influence and not have no bread, right? And everybody is cool with that until the moment somebody gets a dime, and then we start pocket watching. But let me play this.
Only talking, it only shows
see all people in the Black community. You should report into and we see results. This is why I keep saying, that's why I said rhetoric versus results. And this is what the Black community problem done.
Actually, fast forward a little.
And complexes and businesses amongst themselves. If you go there, every single business will be by them and ran by them and worked by them.
I'm sorry, but she was talking about the Asian community, the Spanish community, and this, that, and the third. But it's too hard with Instagram to try to get to the exact spot.
You go into the Mexican communities and every city, and this is every state. You go in every major city of every state, and this is what you see. Mexicans have their entire community. They literally have the entire plaza, and every business inside that plaza would be them. Also, the complexes will be owned by them, ran by them, and lived in by them. When we go inside cities, that's not the same from. We live amongst them. We shop with them. You understand? We don't have those to show. So don't get me wrong. I have been reached out. This clip is from November. Okay, this is an old clip. This has been circulating for months. Okay, so people have reached out to me. Here at the farms reached out to me and said, "Well, we're doing this, sis." And they said, "Well, can you be with us?" I said, "No problem." And I sent them an invite to let me know when. Never heard anything back.
And to be honest, she actually took a shot at Here After Farms and was like, because they bought the land and they're building up the community and trying to get it to where we have a grocery store, and they're growing their own food, and they getting little things from they got connections with people from Africa getting chocolate and all this other stuff, right? So they doing the work, they putting the work in. And she tried to say, "Oh, well, yeah, but that's in a rural area. We all in the city." Like, that's why I say it's always something with people. But let me just keep going.
And in my mind you, they're doing it in a rural area.
See?
We live in the inner city areas. You understand? Like I was just telling somebody before you.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, fam. Damn, I just fucked that up. Oh my god, I just messed that up, family.
And Farrakhan, why?
Damn, I just messed that up, bro. Yeah, but she definitely said, I'm not even gonna go back because I done had to re-record this so many damn times. I think that was this video though.
Then would I be wrong by saying with the money we have App News, AP, $245,000?
It was that. I gotta stop you right there at that point.
Because she was actually talking about now the money, what happened with the money of the Million Man March.
First, let me say, I agree with everything that you said about the Asians having their community, Mexicans having their community. I do have a point I want to make about that, but I don't want to cut your whole thing out. But I do want to, this part when you said people outside the Nation of Islam contributed so they can get a part of it.
I said they should be a part of it. Basically, the proceeds, whatever was donated or whatever, the Black community, it shouldn't just be to the Nation of Islam. You understand? It shouldn't be just, oh, we're going to put it in our farms or in our land for our members. It should be all people of the Black community. You should be pointing to.
And Hereafter Farms actually is for everybody. That's not just the Nation of Islam thing.
And we see results. This is why I keep saying, that's why I said rhetoric versus results. And this is what the Black community problem is. We constantly are hearing this talk, rhetoric. But there's no results to back it up. And I'm saying it's easy as done. If we get 1 million people, and I'm not talking about 1 million in Washington, D.C., because when you asked me about you spoke about, oh, well, pick out your blueprint. What is your blueprint? Well, I'm going to answer.
Hold on, I want you, listen, I'm trying not to cut you off.
I want to.
But we gotta have the facts as well. So I want to stop you again. When you say the proceeds, it go to y'all farms, it should go to everybody. Sister,
according to my little research I've done so far, I know that they have their own compound in Chicago that just, and they would say that's similar to what they said with Black Lives Matter when they bought the mansion and they living all fancy in a nice little home over there in Chicago. So is that not where some of the proceeds went?
Sister, listen.
See what I'm saying? It's that pocket watching stuff, bro. Is that where the proceeds went to? Where they living all fancy? Like, come on, dog. Like, we too busy worried about somebody else's pockets. We too busy with that.
Okay, so this is the thing. This is the problem that I have, right?
Okay.
I'm going to answer it. So if you do a simple, you said you researched it, right? If you do a simple research, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan had an audit done on every single dollar that came in from the Million Man March. Washington Post, who have no reason to lie for the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, of course, even put out the audit. Do you know that the actual event?
Well, no.
Because
it wasn't actually a day.
The amount $245,000 was actually
okay. I did my research on that. So it said that they spent $1.4 million, which I felt like was ridiculous. First of all, who plan was that? $1.4 million to put on the event. They end up getting back $1.9 million, but after other certain expenses, they only end up with $245,000 in the green. So they were not negative. I did that research.
Where you get that from? What?
That's definitely. I don't want to.
Where it said it was 200.
If I get my other phone, I can pull it up.
Okay.
All right,
now they're going to go back into something else and get their own stuff. But I just wanted to show that. Now let me show you something else, because this whole thing is about people pocket watching, and I just kind of feel like that's what she was doing. That's why she was like, "Oh, where the money from the Million Man March?" Because she was talking about the Million Man March, but it always went back to where the money went, right? So, and that was something that when Brother Ben X and WAC 100, I don't want to say they got into it because they didn't get into it, but when they was like, dialoguing or whatever, that's the first thing he brung up. That money, where that money go though? Where that money go though? It's always, people are always pocket watching. And again, I have my feelings about, WAC 100 and his whole get down of why he trolls everybody in the black community, or for real. Because at first it started with the rappers, and now it's getting into the conscious community, because he just had a big thing with Tazariak, right? And he was talking about infiltrating, the conscious community. And he said it in a way, because what's the name was like, whoa, what that mean? Because they was on Sinetta. He's like, whoa, what that mean? And Tazariak was saying, I think he just wanted to, just get in, not on no op shit, but just get in to try to I don't know, whatever reason he was trying to get in for, because I kind of forgot. But at the end of the day, I just think it's funny that he's going into all these circles, just sowing dissension. I feel like that's what he wants to get in the conscious community for, to sow dissension, because it ain't too much dissension in the conscious community right now. So I'm not gonna say there's any, but there's not a whole lot. But it says, Billy Carson, why don't you stop buying all those cars and fund this kid's idea? The only thing holding him back is your excuses. He says, Kanye lives across the street now. I have given over 12 million to help children. Google it. How much have you given to help anyone? People like you are what's wrong with the world. You don't do any research before you comment on anything. There is nothing worse than a pocket watcher. See what I'm saying? Instead of buying all those cars, why are you worried about what this man is buying? Why are you so worried about what this man is getting with his money? And here it goes. I keep forgetting to share the screen. I'm sorry, family. But again, why don't you stop buying all these cars? What? Why is it his obligation? And I'm glad that was done, because now I want to go to my video real quick. This is me and Blizz, right? This is about 2-3 months ago. And listen to what Blizz says when I started talking about funding the community. I literally got my hands the same way I got them right there. I started talking about funding, like how they will fund us to go to school. They'll give us a loan to go to school, but they won't give us a loan for a business. So a lot of us are failing because you can start a business tomorrow and they won't give you a $5,000 loan, but then I can go to a school and you'll give me a $50,000 loan.
Because you always throw that out there. What business?
Toilet paper. I was about to start a toilet paper making company when I was in Oregon, right before I got locked up. You know how hard it was for me to get a loan? I was trying to get my mom to co-sign, my dad to co-sign, my sister to co-sign, my man to co-sign. Like, bro,
you had your whole plan. You had your whole plan planned out.
Yes, because Brother Garfield that be on Sinetta was helping me.
Why the hell he didn't give it to you?
I don't know if he had it.
Why?
See, why would he have to be obligated to give me his money? Do you see what I'm saying? We always trying to put something on somebody else with their bread. Why you ain't give it to me? That's what I really should have said, but I wasn't really thinking about that. But he definitely helped my
Why you playing the rap dudes?
Who, me? I don't know rap niggas. I'm just a regular job.
Nothing.
Huh?
Plenty of people who could have gave that to you. Like Tyreek didn't give it to you.
I don't know Tyreek like that.
But he got $1 million for a museum.
Trust me, I would have asked. But listen.
So go present it to him and see what happens.
All right. I mean, I don't got all the stuff, but I'll do it again, definitely.
Get it all together.
But I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that it's his, because he probably funded other people. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? It's not his obligation to be funding my shit with his own money. This is the thing with black people. See, and again, he's saying that again because he knows Tyreek got bread or Garfield might got some bread. Like, come on, dog. I'm not asking nobody. I don't even really know these dudes like that to be like, yo, can you fund my business? Like, come on, dog. That shit is crazy. But let me I actually wanted to go to another one. Where's the other one I wanted to go to? Right here. And this was before the brother even This is before the brother even got on, before this situation happened. But
you're gonna act like, oh no, he pays the rest. I got several wives. They all got their own homes. You see me in different homes, and you say, well, it must be a hotel. It must be Airbnb. You see me in nice cars. Well, it has to be a rental. It has to be a rental. You see me with all this abundance, all this money? He had to steal it. I'm telling you, he had to steal it. If a white man saw me with all of this and said, that Negro had to steal it, that nigga stole that, you would say he's racist. Why would this white man think that I had to do something negative to get my abundance? But black people do it to you all the time. So I've come to terms. Black people become racist against black people in light of black people's success. My goodness. Let's get a round of applause to that. Let's get a round of applause. I let my money do the talking. I let the money do the talking. Money Talks Challenge. LeBron James, arguably one of the greatest.
See, because this, and he was doing that because, again, a lot of people, right? A lot of people, I didn't even share that tab. But again, that was Brother Polite. I'm gonna stop sharing that. But again, family, we gotta get off that pocket watch shit. That shit is corny. That shit is corny, bro. It's a lot of people who are just watching people's pockets, and when they start doing good and become successful, it's all of a sudden they scamming, they are opportunists. You feel what I'm saying? We got to get out that mentality. And again, like the sister who was critiquing Farrakhan and the Million Man March and all that, man, that stuff sound good. But just like Brother Ben X said, you're gonna have a whole bunch of Negroes out there who say, "Oh, they scamming y'all. This, that, and the third. Oh, they just trying to get over. What y'all do with the money? This, that, and the third." You feel what I'm saying? Meanwhile, let's be honest. It's so you better off trying to get $1,000 off 100 people than get $1 off every single last person. Because it's so funny because a lot of people don't trust our people. And even when Brother Ben X said, he said, yo, man, y'all, you can't even get, matter of fact, let me go to that, man. Because that joint was, let me see, share this tab instead, yes.
The reason it's not that we're poor. When you collectively take all of our money and put it together, there are statistics that say it's over $1 trillion. So it's not that we're lacking necessarily as a people, but what we lacking is a mental and a spiritual resurrection that will allow us to come together in unity beyond our division. Can we keep it? Come on, if we want to go there, sister, let's go to 2015, the Justice or Else Million Man March. While the minister's speaking, we got people in the back not even listening to him. They got their cameras out trying to get their own YouTube content and outshine the minister. Can we keep it real and remember, and we can go type on YouTube right now as the minister speaking. You got other religions. I ain't going to call them out because this ain't what this about. Other religions, they're talking about, yeah, you need to follow this and you need to. Come on, man. We can't even come together. We can't even get over there. We got different religions. We can't even come together and realize, yeah, you may say Allah, I may say Most High, you may say God, we may say Jehovah, but we need to come together on common ground. We can't even get over that. So to believe that we're going to trust somebody with $1 million, somebody going to say, well, now he Muslim. I don't know what he going to do with it. Well, now they Christians. I don't know what they going to do with the money. It's so many barriers that we have to break that will make that much easier. See, everybody being on the same page, being able to bring $1 because we all got one. That's a byproduct of the self-improvement that got to take place first. Hell, we talking about people that we don't even know managing the money. You scared to get, some of us, you don't even want to give your daddy $100, your uncle $100. You can't even trust your own family member.
Facts.
How many of our own people will be deterring our people away from even doing that? We're not even talking about white folks yet.
Yep. That's what I'm saying, man. And it's so funny because he's not even lying. You feel me? It's so hard for us to be trusting each other. That's the main reason a lot of us don't want to do stuff. And it's so funny because we'll trust all these other groups and they the biggest finessers. White people are some of the biggest finessing people you'll find on the planet. We could just go to the bank. All of us trust the bank, right? But they doing the most finessing with your money than you even would believe, right? Because if I owned the bank and I was telling you exactly what's really going on with your money while sitting in here, you be like, oh nigga, I ain't put my money in there so you can make money off my money and this, that, and the third. But you'll let Wells Fargo do that shit. You'll go let Bank of America do that. But the moment I get a bank and you start saying, oh, this nigga coming up, I can't let him get way too much beyond me. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's what it starts to be. That's what it starts to be. And that's why a lot of us always feel some type of way when one of us starts to get it, right? Because a lot of people look at themselves and say, damn, I had the same opportunity that brother had or that sister had to put myself in that position, right? And I just missed out on it. And I used to tell this to my son sometimes. I used to be like, yo, you know why a lot of people, used to know why a lot of people like to hate on me a lot? And this was this was like years ago. And I used to be like, yo, cause I can go to prison and do 2-3 years and then come home for a little bit and be in the same position people was who never ever been to jail before. Nigga, this is my third bid and I come home and I could do better than people. I could just be on the same level as people who've never got in trouble before. You've been on the streets this whole time and you ain't progressed none. And some people don't like to see that. You see what I'm saying? Again, right? I had people who used to hate on my YouTube channel, right? Man, that shit little. He only got 30, 40 subscribers, this, that, and the third. And then again, I was just being consistent, right? Listening to people who had YouTube channels that had big channels, and I would just take little things from them, and I grew my channel. Feel what I'm saying? And shout out to my brother Beatzilla, and I was just telling somebody about this the other day. He was the one who was like helping me, yo, get on StreamYard. And I was like, okay, that's what you be using. Okay. I was like, yo, how do you be making those little pictures or whatever? He's like, oh, the thumbnails. I'm like, oh, that's because I didn't even know what they was called. He's like, yeah, go on this app and you use that, this, that, and the third. And he was putting me on, and then I was just, making my channel better, right? But you got a lot of people who won't even give you that type of information. You feel what I'm saying? Like, again, bro, and it's so funny because, like, our people love to pocket watch. The moment you even start looking better, I had a friend who always hates being on social media. And I used to be like, bro, I mean, you just gotta get over that shit, man. And he's like, man, people always on there faking and stunting and this, that, and the third. And as I started thinking about it later on down the line, I'm just like, damn. That shit is real hate, because watch this. This is how it's hate. You don't want to get on social media because you don't like how people be faking, right? Everybody acting like they got it. They ain't really got it. Like, so they don't got it, right? Because they really in the same position you are. But the simple fact that they even making it seem like they got stuff and they can fake and make it look like, you just don't even like the visual of them even looking like they have shit. Bro, it's deep. This stuff is deep. And a lot of people, and I guarantee you the person don't even see it like that. But for real, that's what it is. If the person don't got shit, they don't got shit. Even if they have shit, nigga, you got it. You feel me? You did what you did to get it. And that's what it is, right? Who cares? But sometimes I think that people don't even like the fact that they confront better than the next person confront. Well, I confront and look like I got some bread, but you really can't front and look like you got some bread. Like, but who cares? Like, that's what I'm saying. We too worried about what the next person is thinking, what the next person is doing, and what the next person got. Because it's a lot of pocket watching, especially when you be on these things. Oh, look at Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, oh, man, where all that money go, nigga? You feel what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, can't nobody show how much money he stole. Can't nobody show that he's, you know what I mean? It is taking a long time to build a school, but you still can't prove that he's stealing the money. Right? And do you think that these white people wouldn't come cook his ass? It's been all these years you've been just collecting donations. You don't think they be running? You don't think they watching every single dime that flows through that man's hand? And I'm not saying that he's stealing or he's not stealing, but I'm just saying, man, because at the end of the day, I don't care if he is stealing, he's stealing. All right, well, once we find out, we just gonna cut him off and not really rock with him no more. You feel what I'm saying? But like, bro, it just be a lot of it's just like a lot of people say a lot of stuff, and it really be through jealousy, bro. Because again, a lot of people talk about Tariq Nasheed and his hidden history museum, like, because what's the name said that, man, he got a museum and all this stuff. He raised $1 million for the museum. That's what Blizz said when we was on the thing. I'm like, nigga, who cares? What the hell that got to do with anything? You see what I'm saying? Pocket watching, bro. We got to get off the pocket watching thing, man. It's so funny because I remember Tariq said that for 2023, we're going to stop pocket watching people. But again, man, it's just so, that goes on so much in our community that, you know, it's almost becoming like a natural thing that the moment somebody comes up, oh, that nigga stole that. That nigga did that. And again, watch this. They was doing that for Polite for years. It's like, oh, he faking. That ain't his real car. Da-da-da-da. Now he been been living like that and splurging on social media for years and years and years now. You feel what I'm saying? Again, sometimes it takes time for people to be like, oh, okay, well, nigga still, and goddamn, he still ain't go to jail for, like, okay, he caught one type of case, but I ain't never seen him come to his crib for fucking IRS fraud or tax fraud or any of this other stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because people, we hate to see our people get some bread, man, and that shit is sad. Family, I want to let y'all go, but make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button, the share button. Damn, let's stop pocket watching people, man. We got to stop worrying about what other people doing. And if we have an idea, man, just go do the idea. If you think that Tariq's the hidden history museum is a stupid idea, well, you get an idea and then you do the same thing he did. You go try to raise $1 million in 1 month. Why was he even able to do that in the first place? Why was he able to do that in the first place? Now you have to figure that out so that you can be in a position to be able to raise $1 million in 1 month. If you don't like Dr. Umar's school and the 2 buildings he bought, nigga, well, you go do something else that'll be more effective for the community. But see, nobody can ever really figure anything out. That's probably why we're in the position that we still in, right? Because it's too much of this. Now watch this. Old girl talking about we all do that. Now watch. Let her start really doing that. And watch all the heat start coming to her, right? And people going to say she's scamming. They're going to come up with all this stuff, and it's going to deter people from even messing with her. And people are like, nah, she was talking about the minister. I ain't rocking with her. Oh, she was talking about this person. I ain't rocking with her. It's always going to be something, no matter who you get, just like Brother Ben X said, whether it's a Christian, whether it's a Muslim, whether it's somebody who don't believe in anything, doesn't matter, bro. The moment you try to start doing something positive, again, watch this. Look at Here After Farms. Here After Farms is literally taking people who Christian, Muslim, they fucking they don't believe in anything. You got them using all the people from the community to come buy this land up. They buying thousands of acres of land. You know what I mean? They farming on the land. They buying little homes on the land. People, so many people are benefiting off this, and they still have something negative to say. You heard old girl, bro? She said, it's in a rural area. See, they doing it, but it's in a rural. It's always some type of critique. We always have to play something that somebody's doing just to try to shine on it, dog. Like, come on, bro. All the stuff that they doing at Here After Farms, how can you knock that? Oh, because it's not in the city? Yeah, but the acres in the city cost a lot. And who we can't buy acres of fucking land in the city. Let's just be real, man. Let's just be real. And sometimes that's why I say, because sometimes people be just talking just to talk, right? So where are we gonna go? New York City? Let's go to New York City and buy up acres of blocks. Like, come on, dog. Come on. We gonna go to Atlanta. Atlanta's fucking expensive too. Don't act like Atlanta is some cheap place to live, because it's really not. It's not as expensive as New York, but Atlanta's not cheap at all. Trust me, bro. They trying to raise the prices out there to push people out the way. And what you going to do? That's what I'm saying. Like, come on. It's easier to buy land in a royal area. That's the same reason they buy prisons in royal areas, because the land is cheaper. Come on, man. But family, all right, I want to let y'all go, man. I just had to make that video because I'm so tired of us pocket watching each other, man. Because again, watch, I'm not going to be in this same position forever, right? And the moment I get up, they're gonna be like, oh man, so look at him, he's stealing, he done finessed somebody, he done did some type of whoop-de-whoop. Nigga, I don't care. And I don't care what you say. You feel me? Prove it, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Because first of all, because you know who's gonna try to prove it before you even try to prove it? Is the goddamn government. Especially anybody that's talking against them, they damn sure they want you to make one little slip. Oh, yo, you owe the IRS $3. Well, guess what? Now that you owe us $3, that's 3 years in prison, nigga. Go sit your ass down somewhere. Come on, man. Stop acting like these people don't play fair, like these people play fair. You feel me? In the moment one of us that's going against the grain is doing something wrong, that they not going to come in and intervene. Y'all really think they letting these people in? Oh, they're agent. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. That's why they getting so much pushback on all the stuff that they be doing, because they not agents. You feel me? Knock it off. Well, all right, family. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Peace and love, man. Peace, love, and reparations. I appreciate y'all being here with me today. I know it's the Super Bowl today, but I still wanted to do a video. I don't watch the Super Bowl. I don't watch football. I don't watch basketball. I'm not a sports guy anymore. I could play both sports though. I get busy on both of them, but I don't like to watch them no more. But to each his own. Enjoy yourself if you are watching it. I appreciate everybody where I'm from in New Jersey, South Jersey, are Eagles fans. So all my social medias is lit up with Eagle stuff. So it is what it is, family. We up out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed day, man. Be easy.